Morning everyone, it's Jane from 113 Man and Body Fit. I'm not live today, this is my video that I'm making. I've got my husband, the cameraman, on the other end of this. So today, it's our nutrition session. So we are going to do a really healthy, low carb pizza. So I'm just going to show you the ingredients first of all. So I'm going to use the cauliflower rice, because it's really low in carbohydrates and it's really low in calories. And this is actually better than, I could actually get a cauliflower, and I tried it once. I got a cauliflower, oh it's not there, oh, stood up. And I was there with a cauliflower grating it. Oh, it was horrendous, it was just so horrendous, and I'm not into fiffing and faffing. So I eventually found this and it's brilliant. So all you do, no, I'm not going to tell you all you do, I'll just tell you what else I've got to do. We're going to use an egg with this because it's going to be your base, and then once you've cooked the base, we are then going to add our tomatoes. I've got some tin tomatoes and a fresh tomato, and I've got some peppers to the top and some mushrooms, and I've also got some cheese. Okay, that is full fat cheese, and it's probably maybe a bit too much there. I would probably use about 2 or 3 ounces of cheese on my pizza, and then I might put a bit of spice in as well, some of my crushed chilies. Okay, so the first thing, and I have got the oven on, and I have washed my hands, and I've got my apron on. So the first thing is to put this cauli rice in. Now it does smell, this. I don't know whether anyone's used it or not, but it does smell. And I know my husband doesn't like this smell when he's on the camera. So as you can see, can you see that? It is quite smelly. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to add my egg to that. Crack my egg. Just using 1 egg. And I'm going to mix it all up. So this is going to be the base for my pizza. Now you can use other things to mix it up with, but I'm okay with eggs. I need to find out what other you can actually mix it with. Right, and all I'm going to do is I've got a tray, put some grease-proof paper on my tray, and all I'm going to do is put this, because I'm going to put this on here and then I'm going to put it in the oven. And then it's going to go in the oven for probably about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to bring it back out and put the topping in on, and then put it back in the oven. Just trying to get the last little bits of this out of my jug. Okay, so I'm going to just spread it slightly. I don't want to do it too thin. I think that looks okay. Okay, so I'm going to put that in the oven. What's our temperatures, cameraman? Because cameraman's really good at doing this recipe. He usually does it actually. What's our temperatures here? We're on about 100 and about 200.
About 200.
Yeah, 200. We're on an electrical. So I'm going to put that in there, right in the middle, and leave that for about 15 minutes, and then I'll catch you up for the toppings. Okay, so I'm going to have a look at the pizza base. It has been in for 25 minutes. I'm going to have a look at it. But we have found, when me and husband have made this, that when you... It's quite a nice colour. But what we have found is that if we actually turn it over and put it back in the oven just for a few minutes, it's actually better with regard to when you put the toppings on and when you share it out. So I'm going to try and turn it over. See if I can do this. Make sure you've got your oven gloves on. Ooh. Don't lose the thing there. And then can you see it on the bottom? It's slightly lighter. So what I'm going to do is going to pop it back in the oven just for a few more minutes, and then I'll start putting my toppings on. Now you don't obviously have to do that if you don't want to, but it's entirely up to you. So I'm going to just leave it for a few more minutes and put the toppings on. Okay, so I'm going to go and check it again with pizza base. I've left it in for a few minutes just to the other side. And that's okay. And all I'm going to do now is do some decorating. Let's have a look. So I'm going to put some tomatoes on. I usually use chopped tomatoes, and you can spread it about. There we go. It's a bit big, this spatula. Now it's quite thick, this meat. When my husband does it, he usually does it a bit thinner, don't you, James? My cameraman. Yep. So it's I've got quite a thick base now, haven't I? I think that looks okay. And then I'm going to put, what do you normally do, James? You put cheese on. You put cheese on next. I'm going to say before you put cheese on. I'm going to put my cheese on. There is about 2 or 3 ounces of this, of cheese here. It is full fat cheese. So in this pizza, the fat is coming from the cheese. You've got your carbs in the Cauli Rice for your base. And then I've got peppers and mushrooms to go on top, and a tomato as well. Probably won't. I don't think I'll use all this. So I'm just going to put some fresh tomato on as well. There we go. I'm just going to put a few peppers on. And I'll tell you what I've not done. I should put my chilli flakes on the tomatoes really, but now I can put it on top, can't we? I'll just add a few more peppers. I have used frozen peppers and frozen mushroom only because in my house there's hardly anybody who eats peppers or mushroom, and so I tend to buy frozen, which works out better. And then I'm going to put some herbs on top. A few more chili flakes on. Make sure I don't spill too many of these. And then I'm going to pop it back in the oven. So there's my pizza. Pop it back in for about 10 minutes until everything's melted and really warm. There we go. It's ready. Just going to slide it onto my plate. Now I will have all of that for my tea, but on some sometimes I'll half it, and I'll have half the pizza with half salad, but tonight I'm going to have all of that. So that's my pizza, my low carb, low calorie pizza. It's got mushrooms on, peppers, about two ounces of cheese, full fat cheese, and it's got the Cauli rice as the base. Really low calorie, and you've got your fats in the cheese, you've got your low carbs, and you've got a bit of veg on there as well with your mushrooms and your peppers. But of course, try other toppings. If you want tuna, you could try some tuna on top, or you could put some prawns on top. So there you go. Nice low carb pizza. I'll have that for my tea now.